Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So I am super excited about today's video. Today we are not going to be talking about makeup, but instead we are going to be talking about a new hair tool that I have been testing out that a lot of you guys have been wanting me to discuss, and that is the new Dyson Supersonic hair dryer. Now I'm sure you guys have seen this either on the Sephora website or in other people's haul videos, because this has been something that has been getting a lot of hype. And honestly, I do think the reason for that is regarding the price, because this is potentially the most expensive blow dryer on the market. Now, before you guys run down to the comment section and write some really rude comment because I bought a ridiculously expensive hair tool or go and dislike this video, please just watch it first. I spent so much time and so much research on this video. I really strive to pack in as much information as possible in my videos, and this one is potentially the video that took the longest to create because I did a full trial run. I got some statistics for you guys. I'm gonna let you know all about the Dyson brand and my personal experience with the brand. Of course, I'm gonna talk about this product. I'm gonna do a side-by-side of me blow drying my hair with this Dyson blow dryer as well as my old Conair blow dryer. So this is just gonna be a super informational video. I really want you guys to watch it and enjoy it and leave this video knowing so much about this product, probably a lot more than you even wanted to know. So I wanna start this review by talking a little bit about the backstory of Dyson. The brand Dyson started off in vacuum cleaners. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of the Dyson vacuums. They are some of the top of the line vacuum cleaners that you could possibly buy. And it's not just the overall aesthetic of a Dyson vacuum that makes it different, but it's also the engineering behind it in its machinery, as well as the fact that it was the first bagless vacuum on the market. The inventor of the Dyson brand was a man by the name of James Dyson, and I read this on the Dyson website. It's not like I knew this as fun trivia fact, but he was basically vacuuming his house one day and he was just kind of tired of the old vacuum cleaners that weren't performing very well, and they would get clogged and there were, you know, all these mechanics to it. And he was an engineer and he decided that he could make something better, and thus the bagless Dyson vacuum was born. Dyson is very rooted in their engineering and they're constantly trying to create something new, not just by the way it looks, but the way it performs. I personally started using Dyson products just over a year ago when I bought a Dyson vacuum cleaner. And I know I said it in my Sephora haul where I hauled this hair dryer, but I love that vacuum cleaner. I know it's weird. It's not something that, you know, people would proudly exclaim that they love a cleaning tool, but genuinely, I love that vacuum cleaner so much. I don't think I will ever use another type of vacuum cleaner. It gets your floors and your carpets so clean. It's almost like you did a deep cleaning to your carpets when you use the Dyson, because it just sucks out so much of the hair, dirt, dust, debris that just builds into your rugs or your carpets. Obviously, I'm not doing a review of a vacuum cleaner in this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been loving products from the Dyson brand in the past. So I did want to go ahead and just read you guys the claims that are right on the front of the box. It says that it's an intelligent heat control for shine. It's got a powerful digital motor. The hair dryer rethought helps prevent extreme heat damage to protect natural shine. Fast drying, engineered for balance, and a smoothing nozzle. Here is what the blow dryer looks like pulled out of the box. You can see it's got a hole in the middle. It's a very unique design. This blow dryer does come in two different colors. It comes in this gunmetal and pink, which is the one I have, and it also comes with, I believe, like a black and silver design. Just to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this blow dryer, this is what the little, you know, power adapter thing looks like that you plug into the wall. It does have this kind of big battery looking thing attached to it that is a little heavy, and it is a little inconvenient just where it is on the cord. I could see this being a little bit of a nuisance if you were trying to travel with this, because it does add a little bit of weight to the overall machine. I'll go ahead and turn the machine on just so you guys can hear how loud it is. So did you guys see that? This literally like knocked over my pineapple painting. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with that guy. But anyways, this is a very, very powerful motor. The amount of air that comes out of this thing is crazy. The only control buttons are here on the back. So there is a simple on-off switch that goes up and down. There's a little cool shot button here if you guys want to just distribute really cold air. And then there is a heat setting as well as a speed setting. Now the blow dryer does also come with a couple of attachments. It comes with a little like diffuser if you guys have curly hair. It comes with a kind of smoothing nozzle, and then it comes with an even smaller smoothing nozzle. The unique thing about all of these attachments is they just magnet on. There's no snap, there's no twisting. It's literally just a magnet, which is so sleek. Just to give you guys a little bit of personal background on blow dryers, I have never spent a lot of money on a blow dryer. In my head, I always thought, why would I want to spend so much money for a product that literally blows air? I'm thinking that I could jump into a convertible and drive down the freeway and get a similar effect to blow dried hair. Obviously, that's not the practical solution to this, but you guys get my point. I never really thought investing in a very, very expensive blow dryer would ever be worth it for me. So because of this mentality, prior to getting the Dyson blow dryer, the blow dryer that I had been using for about 8 years was this Conair blow dryer. This is called the Conair Ion Shine 1875. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it in 1875, but I'm sure this would probably last for that long because it is such a standard run-of-the-mill blow dryer. I bought it from Target. I think I probably paid like 20 bucks for it. So I will say jumping from literally a $20 Target blow dryer to the Dyson was a big jump, not just in price, but just in the overall look and the overall feel of the product itself. So before I show you guys a side-by-side demo of me blow drying my hair with the Dyson and the Conair, I did want to talk a little bit about what, in my opinion, makes a good blow dryer. So the first thing I would say would be the overall look or aesthetic of it. Now, obviously, that's not a very practical purpose, and for a lot of people, it really won't matter what your blow dryer looks like. But I will say that if you're spending a lot of money on something, or if it's something that you have to do every day and it's something you have to use, you may as well look forward to it and kind of like the appeal of it. So in overall design, obviously the Dyson is just adorable. It looks so cool. It looks very sleek. It totally beats my Conair. The second thing you guys may be interested in is the loudness of it, especially if you guys are living in a household with children or potentially even just your husband or significant other. You might want something that's just a little bit quieter that might not wake them if they're sleeping. I will say that loudness wise, once again, the Dyson wins. The Dyson is fairly quiet considering it is a very, very powerful blow dryer. My Conair one, even though it doesn't shoot out as much air, it is quite a bit more noisy. The third thing that I think is important when looking into a blow dryer is the weight of it, because you guys will be holding this with one hand and kind of, zhuzhing it around your hair. You definitely don't want this to feel like a workout, unless you're into that, and that's cool too, but I don't want it to feel like a workout. So I will say the Dyson is quite a bit more weighty than my Conair one. This Conair one is, it's literally like a piece of toy plastic. It is super, super lightweight. The Dyson, this one does weigh 1.83 pounds is what it says on the box. So while it's not like, it's not like you're holding up 5 pounds of weight or anything, it does feel more stable and more sturdy, but that does add a little bit of weight. The fourth thing that I think is really important, and I think it's the one that everybody is looking for in a blow dryer, is how quickly does it dry your hair? You guys will see in the side-by-side demo that the Dyson does dry my hair significantly quicker than the Conair one. The fifth thing, which I do think, once again, super important, is how much is this blow dryer damaging my hair? Because a blow dryer is just forcing tons of heat on your hair. And if you already have color treated hair or brittle hair or bleached hair as it is, you definitely don't want to use a blow dryer that's going to aggravate it. Now, once again, you guys will see this in my side-by-side demo, but I definitely think the Conair relies on heat and very high heat to dry your hair, whereas the Dyson, in my opinion, definitely concentrates more on strong airflow. After using the Conair, my hair is definitely left with a very, very hot to the touch, and almost it feels a little more brittle. You know, it definitely feels a lot more fried using the Conair. And then the sixth and final thing, which I think everybody is looking for when using a blow dryer, is how do the end results look? Obviously, no matter how much time you're spending on blow drying your hair, you want your end results to look good. And once again, you'll see this in my side-by-side demo, but I do think the end results on both of these look similar, but you will see that the Dyson does look a lot more sleek, a lot more shiny, and just a lot nicer. Okay, so now that I've basically talked your ear off, let me go ahead and do a side-by-side look of me using my Conair blow dryer one day and my Dyson hair dryer the next day, so you guys can see a true side-by-side of exactly how these look in action. So I went ahead and started my stopwatch at the exact same time on both of these screens, so you guys can see a true side-by-side of how long it took to blow dry my hair. On the left-hand side, you can see I'm using the Conair blow dryer, and on the right-hand side, I am using the Dyson. Now, while you guys are watching these side-by-side demos, I did want to go ahead and describe my exact process before I started blow drying. Pardon my technical difficulties on the left screen, by the way. My pineapple painting kept falling and it was just a mess. But anyways, the process I use is I went ahead and shampooed my hair. I used the exact same shampoo in both of these tests. I also conditioned my hair, and then once I got out of the shower, I put my hair up in a towel for exactly 15 minutes. I went ahead and timed myself because I didn't want any extraneous variables in either of these tests. This was really important to me because I didn't want any of you guys to think I gave the Dyson side a head start or any advantage over the Conair side. I did the exact same thing on both sides. So after my hair was in a towel for 15 minutes, I went and put 2 pumps of hair oil in my hair, and I combed it out using my Tangle Teaser. So I went ahead and stopped the stopwatch at 2.5 minutes just so you guys could see how my hair was looking. The Conair side was definitely a little frizzier, and it was significantly more wet to the touch than the Dyson side was. As I said, I tried to keep this test as simple and as fair as possible. So because of this, I went ahead, like I said, used the exact same shampoo and conditioner. I didn't use any of the attachments on either of the blow dryers. I just went in with it just straight. And I also used the highest heat setting as well as the highest speed setting on both of these blow dryers. Now, as you'll see in the bit, the Conair side did take significantly longer to dry my hair than the Dyson side. So I did go ahead and cut out some of the footage of me continuing to blow dry my hair using the Conair side. The end results were that the Conair side took 6 whole minutes for me to dry my hair, whereas the Dyson side took 4.5 minutes to dry my hair. Here's a little clip of me continuing to blow dry my hair using the Conair blow dryer since the Dyson one was already done by this point. But here are the final results. So you can see that the Conair side does have a little bit more frizziness. The hair isn't quite as slick, but I will say that my hair does naturally blow dry to be a little frizzy. Neither side is perfect. I would have to go in with some sort of straightener or curling wand after this, but I do think the Dyson side is significantly shinier and smoother to the touch. So hopefully that side-by-side demo was helpful to you guys, so you could really see exactly how the Dyson works next to more of a generic hair dryer like the Conair. So the overall final results were that the Conair took over 6 minutes for me to fully dry my hair, and the Dyson took 4.5 minutes for me to fully dry my hair. But I know what you guys are probably thinking. Whoop-de-doo, Eshani, you saved yourself a minute. Congrats. I hope it was worth the price. But here's the way I look at it. If you guys do the math, 6 minutes versus 4.5 minutes, I saved myself 25% of time using the Dyson. Now, to put that into perspective for you guys, if it normally takes you, say, 10 minutes to blow dry your hair with a generic Conair blow dryer, it would take you 7.5 minutes using the Dyson. Or if it took you 30 minutes to blow dry your hair, if your hair was really thick or coarse or curly, it could take 30 minutes for you to blow dry your hair. It would only take 22.5 minutes using the Dyson. Or if you're even one step above that and it takes you 45 minutes to blow dry your hair, which I have definitely seen that, especially if you guys have very, very thick, voluminous, curly hair, it can definitely take 45 minutes easy to fully blow dry your hair. Using the Dyson, it would only take you 33 minutes and 45 seconds. So 45 minutes versus 33 minutes. You're saving yourself over 10 minutes of getting ready, which if you're doing that on a daily basis or every other day, that does save you a lot of time. Okay, so now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. I know I haven't talked about the price yet, and that's because I have a lot to say regarding the price, but you guys probably already know this is a $400 blow dryer. I know. $400. I paid 20 bucks for this guy. This is $400. That is a lot more. But here's the way I look at it. I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of a makeup analogy because I know if you're on my channel, more than likely, you're here for some makeup news. So here's a Maybelline lipstick. This was about $5 at Walmart. And here is a Tom Ford lipstick, which is $50 at Nordstrom. These are both really great lipsticks. I love both of them. I think they both have something amazing to offer. I think they are both very comfortable on the lips. They do just what a lipstick should do, which is put color on your mouth. But what would entice someone to buy a $50 lipstick if the $5 option does just as well? Maybe it's the name, because Tom Ford is a designer and Maybelline is not. Maybe it's the fact that you can go to Nordstrom and feel fancy and buy the Tom Ford versus going to Walmart and not feeling very fancy. Maybe it's the overall packaging, because the Tom Ford packaging is in a beautiful metal case. It's very weighty. It looks very luxe, versus the Maybelline, which is in a plastic, very generic lipstick packaging. Maybe it's just the way you feel when you pull a Tom Ford lipstick out of your bag at the dinner table and touch up your lipstick versus pulling out a Maybelline one. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, both of these do the exact same thing. No one will convince me that the formula of the Tom Ford lipstick is any better than the Maybelline one. I bought both lipsticks and I will continue to buy $50 Tom Ford lipsticks potentially for my birthday or for a special occasion, or if I fall in love with the color that he releases. Even though I love my Maybellines, I will still look into Tom Ford. Now, I feel you can apply the same logic with something like this. Does the Conair one get the job done? Yes. Is the overall aesthetic, the packaging of it, the way it looks the same? Definitely not. The Dyson one looks very nice. It looks very luxe. It looks very futuristic. And the Conair one, you know, it works. It performs just fine. It's not hideous to look at. If this is something that you use on a daily basis, or if you have very dry, brittle hair, you're looking for something that isn't going to overly damage your hair, or you're looking for something to treat yourself with, you want something new or nicer, or just something cool and unique, I definitely think the Dyson is worth looking into. I do think people have been so quick to judge this Dyson product just because of the price. I know if it was, say, $200, people wouldn't complain, but I think the fact that in my opinion, it is one of the most expensive blow dryers, if not the most expensive blow dryer on the market. People have just been knocking it before they've even tried it. And I showed you guys a true side-by-side comparison of using the Conair and the Dyson. I really wanted you guys to see the differences. But just remember that everybody has something that they like splurging on for themselves, whether that be a luxury lipstick or a new high-tech phone, or whether that be treating yourself to a nice dinner out, or just whatever you like, whatever your hobby is, whatever you like to do, you can splurge on yourself. I honestly don't see anything wrong with splurging on something like a blow dryer, especially if it's something that you use every day, because this is something you will get use out of. It's not like something that's just going to be sitting on your mantelpiece to stare at. The way I see it, people are willing to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on the latest phones and computers and laptops and video games, but I don't see how something like this is any different, because you are purchasing it for the engineering of the product, for the uniqueness of the science behind it, and I think it is a great product. So there we have it. That was my super in-depth video, an in-depth look at the Dyson blow dryer, and why I think if you are genuinely curious about trying it or very interested in it, don't let anybody tell you not to. Just try it for yourself and see what you think. I will be keeping this. I will be enjoying it. It is the only ever big splurgy hair dryer I've ever purchased. Perhaps if I had something in between these two, like the dry bar one or like the T3, which I know a lot of people love the T3 blow dryer. I have personally never tried it before, so I don't know how any of those compare to the Dyson. I know this is literally like comparing a Maybelline lipstick to a Tom Ford based on the price difference, and if I had something in the middle like Urban Decay or a Too Faced lipstick, I could really, you know, get a better gauge of where this one lands. But I do think it is worth my money, and I am very happy to have it. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to thumbs it up if you guys enjoyed it. Share it with your friends or your family who are potentially interested in this blow dryer and really want to see what it's all about. Is it really worth the $400? Why would someone charge so much? I really appreciate you guys being here and spending some time with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I will see you then. Bye. If you've seen this on the Sephora website, it's insane. It's insane. This is the completed eye with the false lashes and the liner. You guys can see how much of a difference